So, oh dear God, that was not good. I'm joined by good old John Watson as Town have beaten Shrewsbury 2-1. Someone call the police because they've just robbed all 3 points. John, sum up that game. It wasn't good, was it?
Wow, how we got 3 points, I have got no idea. I guess if you stand back and think in other games we've deserved more, you've got to say we have in some games, refereeing decisions, etc. But my God, we didn't deserve anything from that game. I don't think Shrewsbury were that good, but we were just woeful from start to finish. Who stood out in a positive way? I'll back people like McGavin because at least he wanted the ball. His delivery wasn't as good as it was against Portsmouth, but he did want the ball at times, throughout the game. Toto was okay. I thought he gave a penalty away towards the end. In fact, arguably, I think they had 3 penalty shouts, not just the one they actually got, although we had one as well when there was a clear shove in the back. But we were just awful, dreadful, woeful. No word. I can't remember sitting watching Town win a competitive match and feeling so, because we were pants. Like, if Lambert comes out today and says anything about we're normal, we're, really, really good, really, really good, played some great stuff, then he needs his head examining, and I'm happy to do it for him. McGuinness was weak today, I thought. Chambers and Ward weren't at their best, but I know other people have I know Twitter was going a little bit busy earlier on, and I'm sure I'm not the only one thinking, like, Judge and Sears, oh God, they're our 2 senior players other than Ward and Chambers, certainly in the attacking sense they are. And what were they today and where were they? Jackson was isolated and poor. I've got nothing positive. 2 positives. I'll try to be positive, Ross. We're having this positive drive. Positive, the game's over. And positive, we got 3 points. But if we play like that against Hull on Tuesday, who scored 3 away from home today, and we play like that against Charlton, then we're not going to get any more points. And we were saying how crucial this period was. So, God, we have to improve. We were dreadful.
Yeah, pleased with the result, but the performance was absolutely dire. Probably the worst performance of the season. But I'm going to try and be positive as possible and just say that we've got to take the win, if we can, into the next 2 games. Certainly not the performance. And do much, much better against Hull. Because they seem to win at ease, really, apart from when they got beat by Fleetwood. But every week you see them winning. And with Toto and McGuinness at the back, they don't have a field day if we don't sharpen up at the back. Shrewsbury could be coming away with a win there. They'll feel absolutely robbed. But yeah, I mean, I'm a happy tractor boy at any time when we win. But I can see the bigger picture. That's not doing it for me. For formation, I mean, there's not enough fluidity in the front 3. There's a lot of problems, but we've got a result. And yeah, you could say that Bishop's gone off injured, Nolan's gone off injured. He's just got McGavin, Hughes, and Lancaster in that midfield 3, which is by nowhere near our strongest. So they've probably done quite well in a way to get a win with the depleted squad, but still with the players who got there, they should be playing better. But yeah, short and sweet. Happy with the win, not the performance.
I know we won, but it's not a win. It doesn't feel like a win. It's, I've said less polite things, but I'll keep it polite now. It doesn't matter that we won. That needs to leave the club. Simple as. Judges stealing your living. Shrewsbury, where that 7 minutes came from, we got payback now for the rubbish referees beforehand, because Shrewsbury, frankly, should have had 2 penalties. Possibly there's a case to be made for a 3rd one towards the end from Nsiala block. The number of times where things went our way instead of Shrewsbury way in a quiet way, and then 7 minutes, where did that come from? That's Fergie time. There wasn't 7 minutes of injury time. So, we stole it. Basically, Shrewsbury can feel really hard done by, I think. No, they weren't very good, but you didn't expect them to be very good. They're 3rd from bottom because they're not very good. But we were adequate against 3rd from bottom side. A fluke goal for the equaliser. And, yeah, credit to Lancaster, who was in the right place at the time. Right place at the right time at the end. Cool. Did I leap around and celebrate like I should do when we score a goal? No, because it's papering over the cracks. If we'd have played like that against any decent side, we'd have been given an absolute hiding. Humping the ball forward to the mighty presence of Jackson doesn't play to our strengths in any way. Yeah, get the ball forward quickly to Jackson on the ground so he can run onto it behind things. Judge is not a footballer. He's a stealer of wages. McGavin was a bright spot. Beyond that, our passing was woeful. Our intensity was woeful. We fannied around with the ball at the back, as we keep doing, backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. Possession doesn't mean anything if you've got it in the final third. Did we ever look like properly scoring? Did we batter them at the end and go, no, we want this win? No, we didn't. I think Stuart Watson tweeted about the fact that even after the equaliser went in, then all the players were virtually silent. There's something rotten in the state of Denmark, and it starts and ends with Lambert. I've had a numerous rants since the end of the game. I've had rants during the game. It's like the rotten state the club was in at the end of Keane's time and at the end of Jewell's time, where you just know that if you get that sort of random win away at Barnsley, it'll just prolong the agony just that little bit longer because nothing's going to change while he's in charge. Yeah, it's a win. Didn't deserve it. Doesn't feel like it. And it doesn't change anything about the fact that he's an incompetent clown who needs to leave.
Shrewsbury unlucky in my eyes. No complaints about the penalty. There's a penalty in my eyes. You can't moan about that at all. I feel like they should have a second, to be honest. I think he was brought down. Some people say he fell over, but in my eyes, it was a blatant tackle, and arguably it should have been a penalty. And if that was given, 2-0 down at half time potentially, and different game. So to be fair, we've moaned about the refs in the past, but in that kind of sense, we've kind of got lucky. That's helped us there. Obviously, we had a lucky goal to bring us back to 1-1 in the second half. And obviously, also with the 7 minutes added on, we've managed to get a winner, and make the game ours, which we didn't deserve at all. We were dreadful. All of a sudden got more injuries. We don't really know the extent of Nolan's and Bishop's injury. Potentially could miss next Tuesday and Saturday, who are two massive games in Hull and Charlton. We'll see how we go. Lancaster did okay when he came on, but I still don't like him in centre mid. I don't like Judge at right mid or right wing. I guess we have no idea how long Edwards is out for at the moment, so that's going to be a big loss. Hawkins as well, that's going to be another big loss. I'm not confident going into Tuesday and Saturday. Like I said, Hull and Charlton, but we'll see how it goes. Lambert's not the man. I said it a year ago. It's just I don't know. It's too negative and passed about the back. He's not for me anymore. He's got a 4-year contract, but I don't really know where we go from here because we got lucky today, and I don't think it was himself who managed to change it. So, the trouble is, who do we bring in? So, I don't know. I say Tuesday and Saturday will be different. We might, finally be a top 6, top 8 team. It might change the course of our season, but at the moment, I'm not confident at all, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I don't know how we won that. I don't know how we got 3 points. I'm quite surprised the police didn't knock on Paul Lambert's door, really, perfectly honest. That was a bit of daylight robbery. We were awful for about 74 minutes, and then I know we got some luck. Bennett's very good crossing. He got a goal. Well, he didn't get a goal. He got an own goal, really. I thought Norwood scored it, perfectly honest, but even he was didn't know what he'd done. But yeah, Lancaster getting the winner as a deflection, really. But it was just unlucky on the day. Still third. I don't know how, but it's unreal because we were sort of saying on the podcast that they need to win these games. This is a winnable game, and they made it look like it's the toughest game in the world. It looked like a World Cup final at some points, I thought, just like for everybody on. But I don't know. It's a bad day at the office, but we got 3 points from it. I'm just confused. I think it's how confused I am. I think I might just leave now. I paid my tenner. I've seen Ipswich win, which is a miracle. They usually lose or draw when I watch them, but I think I'm just going to cash out now, perfectly honest.